Hello, everybody, and welcome one and all to another episode of Office Hours with your host, stycksintern. I am stycksintern, your host, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is my office with the party bloater. As you can see, he's got his fin up, and he is partying. And you know why he is partying, ladies and gentlemen? He is partying because we got a lot going on this week. That's right. This week is like crazy shit. What's going on? There's so much stuff. What is this madness? Why is this chat box not appearing? I mean, all of you have chatted. People have sent chats. It's not appearing on the screen. I'll figure that out, ladies and gents, because I do want your opinion heard and seen. Let me just fire off a hi tester. Yeah, that's no what? Okay, there we go. It is working, confirmed. So tonight, what we're going to be talking about is three main things, right? We're going to be running through a lot of community highlights, because damn, has the community been on fire lately. And first, like really, I'm just going to give it to you high level, and then we're going to dive into each one in detail. First one, because you always lead with your most important argument, is the Mythic Squad Void Hunt Tournament playoffs are finally here. So Q France asking in the comments later on when he catches this, what is that, Q4? Yeah, no, it's finally coming out. Although I did find it amusing how, like, to me, excuse me, oh my god, excuse me. It felt like I was going so fast trying to make it work and get it scheduled and everything, you know? But the people in the community were like, what's taking so long? You know? So it's like, man, I had a fraction of what the team felt right there. Just a fraction. But anyway, we're finally here this Friday. Let's check out this video with the details. The Mythic Squad Void Hunt Tournament Finals are finally here this Friday at 1:30 Pacific Time, 4:30 Eastern Time. The finals will be a single elimination playoff bracket across 4 rounds. In each round, the finalists must defeat a combination of the affixes from the opening day. But this time, they will be scored against each other in head-to-head matchups. Finalists will receive 3 points for each hero left standing at the end of the round, and 2 points for each potion remaining in reserve. In the event of a tie, the player who defeated the affix in the fewest turns will win the match. So time is of the essence. 6 finalists defeated the opening day without a single hero dying, so they have all received buys past the first round. The 5 remaining finalists must compete in the round of 11 for the 2 remaining quarterfinal positions. Come hang out on Friday to watch us crown the champion. Woo! Baby! Cannot wait to see the finals. 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time. We have just 2 finalists who were unable to fully make that day. So one of them, Okul, who is, Central European time, and also he's just going on a trip this weekend, and because of the time offset, right? He's just going to be gone when the tournament's happening. So I have pre-recorded his matches, and I am going to pre-record 1 or 2 rounds for Dr. J, who is in the round of 11. And we're just going to use those as references for scoring, but other than that, it's all live action. And yeah, I mean, for anyone here in the chat today with us, feel free to treat this as like an AMA for the rules. High level, it's brutish plus playoffs, right? So you are going to have to defeat, our finalists are going to have to defeat a different combination of brutish plus another affix. 2 have been revealed so far, as shown in the video. And that's the round of 11, which is brutish plus devoid, because you can always add 0, right? And so because that one is a 5-man race, I wanted to keep it light and really let the scoring system and the race kind of play out, because I expect we'll see multiple perfect runs in that one. And it will likely come down to the turn counter for who gets into our quarterfinal position. But because of that structure, will people go too fast? And maybe it comes down to the actual score. So that is going to be really interesting to watch play out. I'm really excited for that. And then in the quarterfinal round, we've released that one. That is Brutish plus Genesis. So you gotta kind of prove that you can do it with the basics. You gotta do the basics, which is use all of the originally launched heroes, the Archer, Priest, and Knight, which was the most played combination of classes in the Brutish round of the opening day. Most played. There was one team that beat Brutish without an Archer, and there were no teams that beat Brutish without a Priest in the finals. And a bunch of them had Knights, a few had Warriors, one even had a Dread Knight. What? No Codex class? That sounds crazy. Yeah, Matty Pesk, when Boar Hunt tourney finals, am I right? No, you're totally right. It's been almost a month since we had the opening day. 3 weeks. I cannot believe that level of slacking on my part. And I do apologize not just to you, viewers, but also to everyone in my Mythic Squad guild for that obscene laziness I've been demonstrating. And then, yeah, the semifinal round will be revealed tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to tweet it out, and I'm going to post it in the playoff suggestions channel in the Mythic Squad Discord. Tag all our finalists and let them know 24 hours ahead of the tournament start what the semifinal round is. And the final round will not be revealed until the end of the semifinal round. So people, they're just going to learn what it is right before they go in and fight it. We've had some clue hunters going and trying to figure out what it is. But really, some trails of breadcrumbs are really just trails of bait. But we will see. Maybe it's breadcrumbs. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that is the high level excitedness I have going on for the Mythic Squad Void Hunt Tournament playoffs. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no one more excited about this. Ladies and gentlemen, bloaters and beavers, there is no one more excited about this than me. Because, God, I really want to get this off my plate. And also, I have not yet sent out any of the rewards from the drawing I did 2 weeks ago because I, again, see previous comment, am a lazy piece of shit. I've been on vacation. I've been doing work. These are things that happen when you entertain as a side gig. And by gig, I mean, didn't Dags figure it out? Asked Matty Pesk. I don't know. He has a theory. It assumes... What's the one assumption we're making with any of these theories? That the person giving you the information is not intentionally misleading you. So, yeah. Think on that, Maddie. Think on that. Regardless, it's going to be a fun event. We got a few of our finalists here in the chat. We got Jeremy. I think we've seen Worm up top. I'm going to go ahead and run through a quick say their name, right? And we'll just, share screen here really quick. So these guys, make this a little smaller just for a moment. LeRae, shout out Jeremy in chat. Oh, cool. Umphreak, Danimal, Sir Worm, and Winston F11. These 6 legends of the 36 people that walked into the opening day, they all beat it with 0 deaths throughout all of the rounds. Broke my mind. Shattered my reality. So hats off to them. And then our 5 remaining finalists who are competing in the round of 11 for the ROE 1 and ROE 2 spots on that previous image are Winston Jazz Hands, Caracat, Dags, Zion, and Dr. J. So, man, it's going to be really fun. That round of 11 is honestly, I am the second most excited for the round of 11, and I'm the most excited for the semifinals. Yeah. Umphreak had no equipment, by the way. Beeve calls out, which is a good call out. And you'll notice, Beeve, actually, that because Umfreak was the only person to tell me that he did that, so I didn't actually bother to go see if anyone else did, but he got he's playing one of the round of 11 people in his opening round because of that. And then Winston F11 was the only person to beat Brutish using a non-codex hero, so he's also got seeded against a round of 11 player for that excellence. Yes, that is the level of detailed review I did on all of these matches, ladies and gentlemen. I watched every single one of our finalist matches again in replays, some of them multiple times, to evaluate how to craft the Brutish Plus finals. And that is how the racing idea was born, because it was like, look, if I'm just giving you head-to-head, chances of you doing it on the same turn, slim. Pretty slim. So it's a race now. That's the main thing. It's a race now. Wow. I think that is the first time I've ever had a comment from the official DeFi Kingdoms account in my chat. Shout out. I got to mark this one. Like, Sticks, I need someone. Sarge, maybe? I don't know. Someone needs to mark this for me, make a clip. That's amazing. Let's make it all big. Let's make it all big. Boom. Hey, fam. How's everyone? Hell yeah. It's good to have you here. Good to have you here. Whoever you are. That could be many people. So, yeah. February 23rd, this Friday, 2 days from now, 1:30 p.m. That's when the finals are happening. Baby. But that's not the only thing that we have going on this week. Because there is another very special event happening in the DeFi Kingdoms community this week. This Friday. And according to their YouTube channel, it starts at 4 p.m. my time, I believe. I'm going to just, do a quick check and see before I start talking out and saying things that aren't real. So yeah, let's get back to this. So we got Karate Combat. Yeah, you saw it coming. You knew what I was building up to. Karate Combat is coming up. And we got KC44 on the docket. Look at that. Scheduled for 2/23. That's Friday at 4 p.m. So this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big deal. It's a very big deal. Taking place in Mexico City. Look at this. Look at this down here. Oh, go away. Chat box for a moment. Look, we got Dreamer versus Phil Russell and my spazzing out thing. There we go. There we go. Boom. Dreamer versus Phil Russell. Crypto Grady. They're on the card. Have you placed your bets in karate yet? Have you? And if you haven't, why not? Why have you not done that? Because you really ought to consider doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I placed mine. I had an odd number of karate tokens, so I put one extra one on Dreamer for the culture. But, it's him and Grady all day. That's who I got. That's who I got. So, I think all of you who have karate from having purchased a karate gi, especially those of you who were lucky enough to win that raffle for the big prize off the Champions gi, little champions of the raffle yourselves. Yeah, go put that karate to use. Get some karate yield, in a way, by taking part in this no-loss betting system that they have. Thank you very much to Dags, who says, don't listen to Mick Nasty, he's a hack. Appreciate you highlighting the existence of the Donate Live tool. You can find the link if you would like to donate some crypto to me for this stream in the description of this show. Two Noobs made a beautiful tool, and as you can see there, it allows public shit talkery. There actually has been, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I received word personally from Only LARPing, the main guy for this whole thing. And I've heard him on Spaces. I couldn't believe he sent me this. He told me that there is actually another IFC fight on the card that hasn't even been announced yet. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where you're going to see the official premiere of their fight video. Let's see it. This is Dags.
Super nerdy, super awesome.
My name's Sergeant. I've been battle tested.
We really like to roll on the ground with sweaty dudes and stretch each other out.
Gotta get the hammies.
Fighting like grown-ups.
I'm gonna beat them all. I'm gonna take on Grandma.
Smack you around, I'm gonna do it.
Whew! Oh my god, no freaking way. Dags and Sergeant Filthy have been added to the card after Dags started sabotaging Sergeant's algorithm this week. My god, the villain has arisen in the DeFi Kingdoms community, and his name is Dags. What a massive performance. I cannot believe both of these guys are getting ready to fight on such a short time frame. Like, this is just dedication to a level unbefore seen. And in fact, because that video is only 20 seconds, and I highly doubt you appreciated every little thing I did in there, we're going to see it again. This is Dags.
Super nerdy, super awesome.
My name's
Sergeant.
I've been battle tested.
We really like to roll on the ground with sweaty dudes and stretch each other out.
Gotta get the hammies.
Fighting like grown-ups.
I'm gonna beat them all. I'm gonna take on Grandma.
Smack you around, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be such an epic fight. But in all seriousness, Dags is appearing on the Sergeant Filthy show this Friday. Things could get spicy. Things might get bullish. Top 100 takes of the year might be said. So that is going to be an interesting show to watch. Maddie Pesk asks, "This is Dags. SI, you recorded yourself? You're that yourself, didn't you?" I mean, yeah, that I did. It originally said, "This is Dreamer." I didn't want that, so I recorded, "This is Dags." And I also recorded the Sergeant. Listen. This is Dags.
Super nerdy, super awesome.
My name's
Sergeant.
I've been battle.
Yeah, that's Sergeant. That was me. That was also me. Yes, yes. You see? You see how this works? Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Sergeant is Mr. Incognito. Let that sink in. Dags. Oh my god. If he has evidence of this, this is the biggest scandal since sliced bread. Wow. If Sergeant was Mr. Incognito, that would make him really the most incognito person of them all. Really amazing. Really amazing. But in all reality, we did get a pretty cool IFC vid. Let's see where those clips came from.
This is Dreamer here. I've been more of a casual martial arts nerd. Super nerdy, super awesome, but it was always casual.
My name's Phil Russell. I've been battle tested.
489.
A large group of Brazilian men have tried to break me open like a small sea urchin.
We really like to roll on the ground with sweaty dudes and stretch each other out.
Gotta get the hammies.
But we're not gonna be rolling around. We're on our feet, fighting like grown-ups.
I don't care if your friends show up, hopefully one of the members of your family. I'm gonna beat them all. I'm gonna take on Grandma.
If I have the chance to put on some gloves,
I am a champion.
put on some karate gi,
I will not be beat.
and smack you around, I'm gonna do it.
Let's go.
I am going to not only show up,
I will win.
Really love these IFC videos. They're quite fun. Really good hype songs in the back, and they got really good clips from both fighters. I mean, I was surprised that "I'm gonna beat them all" made it into it, because it sounded way different to me on like the first 5 listens. I heard a very different sentence, which was like, "Bring me your whole family. I'm gonna beat them off," right? But it's like, that's not what he says. That's not what he says. Come on, there's no way they'd post that. There's no way. No. It's beat them all. Just for anyone out there who was curious or wondering, right? Okay. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna smack you around. I also love that from Dreamer. It was so hard for me to decide what to cut from Phil and whether to include the Brazilian men portion. But I just didn't have, I didn't see Sergeant really going for the Brazilian men angle, and I did think he would like, the punching grandma angle. So that's where we went with it, and that's where we ended up. So yeah, IFC, that starts at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7, I guess, Eastern time, taking place in Mexico City. For those of you who don't know, that is in some serious elevation. Take Colorado and add like 3,000 more feet up in the air, like Superman. And unlike Superman, your lungs get really impacted. I heard Dreamer talking about this, and I just know this from personal experience, is that, yeah, you really lose a lot of your stamina in your lungs and your cardiovascular system, just kind of switching altitudes. So it's good that Dreamer has been out there training in the Temple of the Sun God as the avatar of himself, right? Kind of harnessing the power of the mountain and the sun, bringing it all together to beat some dragon Suka, right? We all remember Suka from the next crypto gem. So he's bringing it all together to beat some dragon booty, and I'm excited to watch Dreamer bring home the win for not just himself, not just DFK, but also for my karate vote, because I want that sweet karate yield from having been right. And yeah, not only that, I want to see Grady get a knockout in round 1. I told Kong I really would love to see, video footage of him like at the side hyping Grady up, maybe like slapping him around a little bit, like, get back in there! You gotta get back in there! I would love to see that, but it's not going to happen because Grady's going to get a round 1 knockout. Round 1 knockout. I mean, a fun fact says Dags, sucka is the Polish word for bitch, but it's actually spelled with a T. I don't know if that... I could see that actually still being Polish, but it's not a Z, T, C, S, so it's hard for me to guess. There which language it originates from. Yeah, I don't know how to spell it, says Dags. It probably does have like a Z and a C and an S in it. If I know Polish and being of direct Polish descent, I have an inkling, but not very much knowledge. Inkling is at best. At best. I love pierogies. I know that much. I love kielbasa. Don't have a clue how to write the language or read it. Anyway, moving on from Dags and such, the other big community events going on this week, because there are just so gosh darn many. Come on, phone. Open up for my notes, baby. All right. We also have really big thing going on is just announced today is the duels tournament that a friend of mine, Emerson, is planning out. And this is an idea that has been discussed for a long time. I know certainly I've heard dudes in the Mythic Squad talking about it. But right now, Emerson decided to take the reins and run with it. And he's putting together a pink slip duels tournament, which is sponsored by the Jewelers and DeFi Kingdoms. So shouts out to both of those. I can't wait to learn all the details of what's behind those sponsorships and whether Mythic Squad can acquire the rights from the Jewelers to be the official sponsor. Because I'd really like to be the one streaming this. But regardless, no, I'm kidding. Really shout out to the Jewelers for doing that. That's cool. Really excited about it. Really cool. A lot of people have had their hands in making this happen, and I've personally just been giving Emerson feedback on a bunch of random stuff. He is just like related to the tournament because of my role in the Mythic Squad tournament. So it's cool to see what he's doing. And all of the details and the rules are in this. And there's a 16 spot limit as of right now. So if you want to sign up, go check it out. Read the details. I posted the link in the live chat room below. And of course, there's one key thing I gotta tell you. Your heroes are subject to burn. Heroes are subject to burn if you lose. That's right. So don't bring a hero that you wouldn't want to fight, part with forever. You know what I'm saying? Because it could get real messy out there. It could get real messy. Whew. And as Emerson said in the chat, more information and details are coming below. Dude has been kicking ass, really hustling on putting this together really fast. I've been personally impressed on a personal level. But yeah, really excited about it. And then finally, I don't have any graphic for this because I just saw it in Discord announced. But I think it sounds like Team Goose is having a trivia night, also Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 Central time, where they're doing I think they do it every Friday, and I'm just reminding the community because it was posted in the Mythic Squad Discord, so I'm giving it some airtime because I love the Goose Squad and the Goose Gang and the Untitled Goose Game. I love all of that. So yeah, shout out to them. Trivia night. I think they do some giveaways along with it during the trivia night. Guys are always very generous in that guild. They're always giving stuff away. So really just, go out, support, show your honks, and then sign up for the Pink Slip Duels. I'm going to try to get my sign up in tonight. I got to pick which heroes I'd be willing to part with. There are some level restrictions too. And Yeah, pretty much though. Bring something that you wouldn't mind losing, but also bring something that, could be turned into something good in the pit, because that'll be a fun aspect of it, is watching the winner come home with all of the spoils and bounty. All right. Now, that covers my community highlights section. Thank you all very, very much. Yeah, I mean,
simply put, you have not built a hero that is at the caliber. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. I just had to play that so I could take a drink for a moment. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That's the gameplay segment of the evening. And during the gameplay segment...
Like laser sound, NFTs make money.
That's right. We use NFTs to be making money. First in the gameplay segment, I've been manually leveling up all of my heroes lately. And I thought it could be fun to just, do some of that with you all here as I talk through it. Because every time I'm, looking at the card and I'm deciding what to do on a somewhat individualized basis. So this is one that I seemingly bought off the floor for level 1s. It's got decent strength, decent dex, poor vit. I'm probably going to hit it with a straight up just vit, strength, dex. It's level 5, so I don't need to waste one of my slots in an agi attempt until I get up to 8 or 9 to catch it up for that. But for now, just give that baby a lesser chaos crystal, send it off. This one is a legendary. I think I also... Ooh, wow, lesser fortitude stone. Who did that? I think this is also one that I picked up off the floor. These legendaries were sitting at the floor in Crystal Vale for like mid 100s crystal a little bit ago. I don't know where they're at right at the moment, but I went on a spree. I picked up like 10 to 15 of them, just whatever was sitting there. And this is one of those. Because it's legendary, we'll give it a regular chaos crystal. And yeah, Dex is doing all right, so we'll hit it with the Vit first still, and we'll try to get some of that agility up, or maybe I just go for the luck. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the luck and the Dex. This is really, in my opinion, and everyone else's opinion, so it's not like I'm saying anything crazy like novel here or claiming ownership of the opinion. But like Dex and luck are the shit for archers. That's just the way it is. Kind of feel that same way about pirates, because you're going to want to hit, and pirates love luck in their codex as well. So that's what I'm doing there. Every single hero, you'll notice, gets at least a lesser stone, or a crystal, lesser crystal. I'll do targeted ones for some heroes, specific ones, but if it's just part of my general legion, and I just bought hundreds of floor heroes, so there's a lot of cards sitting out here that are like this. I'm giving them the Vit to level 10. That's just like a no-brainer. And then the Dex as a secondary, also a no-brainer in my opinion. Every class that it does, unless it's a healer, because then I don't give a F about the Dex anymore. Alright? Keep that in mind. But because this is a paladin, I'm going to go Vit, Dex, Strength. Call that a win. Although he's going to have low mana, but he's got that purple whiz. So hopefully that balances out and helps a little bit on the mana end. I would level up this 13 Legionnaire. I'm not leaving it sitting there because it's 13. I'm just out of Moksha's at the moment, and I don't feel like spending $3 on them, because I am going to go buy a Vizzy in a second here. That's on the next part of the gameplay segment. Vizzies are cool, and I've always been one of those weird dudes who, I wore pink shirts all the time, and I had that shirt that a douchebag in your high school class, if you're about 30 to 35, where he was wearing a shirt that said, "Tough guys wear pink." Yeah, I was that guy. So I'm excited for the pink Vizzy that dropped today. On this warrior, they could Dex Strength. Yeah, that makes sense. This is floor stuff. I just want it to be usable once it hits 12, right? For this next Rockbach hunt, the Bad Motherclucker hunt. That's right. This past week, DeFi Kingdoms did the... What's the word I'm looking for? Dev overview, dev deep dive, dev showcase, devs hands across America. I don't know. It did the dev featurette mini of the Rockbox Bad Motherclucker fight. And boy, everyone's saying it looks like a cakewalk. They watched Sachet just kind of stroll right through it. And as far as they're concerned, that was easy as pie. But, a lot of people have already said it. Hard to guess what to do when the most important pieces of the puzzle are likely not yet revealed to us. It's like trying to do a puzzle box where, you know, they haven't come out with the last pieces for it for you to buy yet. So that's kind of where we're at in trying to guess what to do against it. I'm personally going to be trying to stream the night that it comes out, whatever day that may be. Unless I'm, you know, at ETH Denver, which is where I'm going next week. Really excited about that. Even then, though, I might just stay up, you know, and try to stream some because I want to learn how to do this fight. As of right now, I'm thinking I will bring in my level 19 Shapeshifter, a level 11 Archer that I've Dark Summoned and built up for luck, and also a level 6 Priest. So I'll have access to like some abilities, not much. I'm going to use that to try to just kind of overpower the level 12 average level rock box and see what I can learn about the mechanics, right? So I don't get one shot by something. So I can see like, oh, what triggered this? Oh, how did this happen? Oh, do. You know, so that's the plan for me on that one. I did want that. There we go. I figured out where I was going crazy. Because I'm feeling saucy, you'll get a Lesser Fortune Crystal. Call it a day. View the queue. Start it up. Now, the real thing is, all right, I've got, 7 heroes in the queue. Each of them has a stone. How often do you think I get the new little stone icon, or crystal, I mean, showing the that the crystal was the reason for the level up point? I am interested to see, because I did actually over 100 level ups last night, and during those 100 level ups, oh my god, chat, I haven't turned the chat box back on. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Jeez. Sup, guys? Knew the shapeshifter was coming. Said trade room. Yeah, Abdi. He knows me. He knows what's going on. But I did hundreds of level ups, and I'd have batches of 20 where it was like, oh man, I feel like every single one of these had the crystal hit. And then I'd have batches of like 20 where it was like, oh man, not that many crystal hits. So I don't know. Overall, though, I've actually felt pretty good about it. It's made me feel better about crystals, seeing how frequently it is the cause of my level up point. And when you see 2 of them on there, because they got the primary and the secondary point, that feels really good. I mean, that makes you feel like a boss for having used the crystal. Because think about it, right? The difference between a 7-point level up and a 9-point level up, just like in your gut, is so big. Nothing there. Warriors proving once again, or trying to prove once again, that I'm in the wrong. Little bastards. 14 points, so a 7 and a 7. Not really where I would love to see like these bonus points centered on int and endurance, but other than those 3, pretty pleased with it. Sad not to see my dex move at all on Aubrey Hydragium. We got Benny Stillmoon, only had 7. Unfortunate, we didn't get a single one out of this set so far. Not one. Oh, we got one. The Fortune Stone at the end. Wow, this is actually one of the worst rounds for it that I've had so far. Look at that. Not a single one until the end. Oh, I would be so tilted if I was someone who was really tilted off of the crystal not hitting. But the law of large numbers dictates that I must have streaks of losses, because that's just the way it is. And sometimes it's like maybe it hit endurance. See, I wonder how it works, because I'm thinking if there's like an imaginary 100-sided die being rolled, and what the crystal does is it makes, the additional, or like think of your, okay, sorry. There's an imaginary 100-sided die being rolled. Your level up growth percentages are like, that's 1 to 60, 1 to 61, I guess, I think, on the 100-sided die to make it 60%. No, 1 to 60. Yeah, I had that right the first time. On the die, right? And then if you add the crystal in, you get like the extra 1 to 72 or whatever, or 1 to 66, whatever it is, depending on what crystal you're using. So it could just be that you hit in that 1 to 60 range instead of that higher range. But I'm just guessing as to how it works. I actually don't know. So I would love to have someone from the team on to explain it to me, or I'll just submit an AMA question. I have one pending that I know Bolon liked, so I'm looking forward to an answer on that one. Maybe I'll get this one in the feed as well. So I just wonder how it works, because Yeah, it says the crystal changed the outcome, but what does that actually mean? You know? That's a conclusion. What actually happened to reach that conclusion is what I want to know. Trade Room says the hit ratio on lesser crystals seems like 50-50. I mean, even if it hits that much, it's outperforming expectations, I would think. Let's see what these active quests are like. I think I have to clear some of these because I turned off my Botterino a while ago, or at least I intended to. Let me see what happened with that. Phone is just dogging me today. I know you recognize me in these glasses. You've recognized me before. Phone. Sweet. Yeah, I did turn off Crystal Veil a bit ago for the stream. So I'm just going to finish out these quests and then we can get started on some hunts. I have a hunt replay to actually cast tonight. Thanks to Sergeant Filthy McNasty putting me in contact with Dick Whiskey on Twitter, who needed, he's just having a hard time with the hunts. He's getting 2 in a day. They're taking him forever because, he doesn't know what he's doing wrong and he's not getting the loot drops he wants to see. And we're going to try to help him out and see if there's something in his hero selection, tactics, strategy that we can help clean up and improve those outcomes, improve the feelings, and the good vibes all around from playing DFK. Do you guys see a moksha in any of these? Because really, I haven't, much to my chagrin. These frost bloaters are just such a tease, We are anti the frost bloater. I actually have a meme apprentice who has risen up and started his own page. And it's actually not a alt account of mine. I ain't got time for any more of those, Trade Room. And for the record, Stick ETH to the man is not an alt account for me. That is my friend from college. I swear. We've been on streams together a long time ago. He just doesn't go on streams very much. But every time you mention the fact that you think he is an alt account, I just feel the need to go way overboard with my other alt accounts just to, have some fun with it, really, is the only real reason. Just so you know, Trader, that Stick ETH to the man is really not one of my alt accounts. And neither is the Frost Bloater, who recently came out. In fact, the Frost Bloater is my apprentice. I've helped him make some memes, and I'm really excited to see what he's doing next on the whole entertainment content creation front. But just to celebrate his page kind of launching today, I put together this little video.
The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil,
Oh my goodness. When are we going to have the Frost Bloater plushie? Did you see how overpowered that was? My goodness. Frost Bloater for life. Alright. Alright, guys. Alright. So now, I have to go pull this replay link, and we're going to evaluate Dick Whiskey's game. beta.defykingdoms.com/combat testing. Alright. Alright, Richard. Let's see what you're working with here. We're going to hide the chat box, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I love you. Maybe we'll... yeah, we're hiding it for now. Alright. He's got a staff. We got what? Level 17 priest. Holy wowzers. 44 whiz, 42 int. What's your health in men look like? 254 mana, 603 health. 20 archer. So he's just playing at the top. Might be part of the issue. Only 41 dex on this archer. That's a real liability. And only 28 luck. At 20, I would expect significantly more than that. 1040 health is nice. The 186 mana is kind of meh. I think that archer's dex is a bit underwhelming, though, for its level. And finally, let's see what his knight looks like. We got a mythic knight, Zoe, Hallowed Runner, level 16. So let me just do some quick bathroom math. That's what, 33 plus 20. There's 16 plus 17 is 33 plus 20 from the archer is a 53 for an average level. 53 divided by 3 is like a number. I think 51 is 17, right? Yeah, that's right. So you're getting an average level 18, and you have 2 heroes below that level, 1 hero above that level. Your 1 hero above that level is your weakest hero, in my opinion, and based on what I've seen in the community. But there's only 41 decks at level 20. Just for context here, I will show you some of my archers. We'll go by level descending, right? So I've got this 42 at level 16, and I actually think this one is doing kind of weakly. This one is level 16 as well, 35, but 40 at level 15 on that one, 42 at level 14 on that one, 40 at level 15 on this one, 37 at 14. Watch when I get down here, though. I got 40 on level 12. We're looking at 41 on level 20. That's an 8. You're dealing with 8 levels harder boars, and your archer is doing the same damage, basically, as Ule's are here. Not that his luck's great, but... And luck-wise, I mean, 37 on this level 11 archer compared to the 28 that you're working with. So this archer's doing more damage at level 11 that your archer's going to be doing at level 20. Really, that archer, I think, is a liability in this composition. And because of that, your knight, even though he has... Oh, yeah, look at his health. Your knight's got 828 health. That is okay-ish at level 16. A little bit on the low side, you got a little unlucky, but that's workable, especially when you got 50 strength, 25 dex. You have a lot of good to work with in this knight. But because he's up against level 18 boars, they are just ready to crush him. And see, so I have not even watched the game yet, Mr. Richard Whiskey, and I can tell you that the archer, being the level that it is a big part of why you're losing that, because you're taking on a lot of additional damage, chances to get hit, and all that jazz without really getting much of a benefit out of that level out of that higher level on your archer. It's all downside basically because of that. Your priest looks great in my opinion. I mean, maybe not great compared to what other people have in the community, but this is definitely playable. Should be fine. It's not what's costing you the game. Priest is good. Knight also not what's costing you the game. If you were to get a level 15 archer with 40 plus dex, that would be doing you a lot better, because then you'd have an average level 16, which would be even leveled with your knight. And so his health, the fact that he's had a kind of weak health level ups would be less of a impactful thing, and you could give him that space he needs to keep getting wins and level up some more and hit some finally high health rolls in a row, hopefully, and get that health caught up, especially with 31 vit. That's not bad. Yeah, I really think that's what I would do. I'd look for a 15 archer, even with high 30s dex. Like, you'd be looking at the same amount of damage. Lower health on the archer, sure, granted. But the boars will be doing so much less damage. And another big aspect of this is the fact that you have the average level of... What? Does it show their level? Yeah, 18. When 2 of your heroes are below it. Like, if you drop this to 15, their average level drops 2. And I think you can do it and come up in damage. Just really, this archer... I hate to say this to people because it's the worst thing. No one wants to hear it. This dex is not good. Like, that is just... That's costing you right there. That dex is not great. Now, we'll refresh it, and we'll actually check out the build itself. Oh, Dr. Zipper has explained the crystal thinks is metal green. Is it in the Discord? I never look in there, so I just gotta go search that then. Or is it on a chat? I would love to just... Yeah, let me know where that info is. Oh, you said it. Normal primary percent is 60. Lesser crystal to make you 65, you roll 50, and that's a standard. Oh, so okay, so I did have it basically understood correctly, based on what you said there. I don't know if that's how it sounded, but that is what you said is how I thought it worked in my head. Okay. I must have just read that somewhere then, and I attribute it to my own thought, even though it wasn't. I got distracted by MGG, so I'm refreshing again. Oh, do I have hero numbers? Worm. The archer is not ideal. Thank you, Maddie. That's a good one. No, but I mean, it's not a bad hero. It's bad with these two, though, because it is bringing up the strength of the boars a lot without a lot of relative gain. So, yeah, it's not ideal in this composition. We're just going to restart. We'll start the clip from here. So tonight, we're analyzing Mr. Richard Dick Whiskey's gameplay. And let's just tell you, that archer is not ideal. No, I'm going to give you the whole clip. You can hear all of my raw thoughts just like everyone else, Dick. I'm sure you can handle it, even though I said some mean words. Strategy-wise, it appears to be doing fine, focusing down that front boar. Yeah, this guy's just getting beat up, though, because they're all level 18. Like, how much are they hitting him for? The babies. I need to check that out. 154, 93. Like, average archer damage. Like, that, not bad. Good sustain. It's just not the delta that you want for how much higher it is than these two heroes. Ooh. Got a stun with that. And see, this knight is good, I think. With that 50 strength. It's just being so... Like, you're putting him in a tough situation with how much higher level the boars are. Focusing down Mama now, even though only one of the nuzzles is out. Oh, but he's hoping to kill this guy, I think. Is what I would guess. Taunt coming? No taunt available. Uses a healing mana potion on the priest. Makes sense. Now he's going to kill the front boar. And I bet try to focus down Mama. Oh, but he's exhausted. Why would you... Yeah, I don't like that maneuver there. Using exhausting yourself to attack the Mama. Really, you want to use that turn, the repeating shot, when you're not gonna lose out on. Let me rephrase that. You want to use that repeating shot when it is going to secure for you a significant advantage just off of using it, because you are going down a hero for a round basically by choice. That's what exhaust effectively does to you. It paces you down a hero. You don't get a turn the next turn. And in fact, next time you do get a turn, you can't really do much. That's what exhaust does. So it needs to be a significant gain whenever you use that. Huge. Game swinging. Something that alters the balance of power in the game. And so here in the boar hunt, that is like a kill. Pretty much is the only reason you should ever be using it is to get a kill on that turn right then and there. So I think strategically, maybe that is costing you. Maybe that was a not great decision. Try to just hold that in reserve. Hold that combo in reserve for those big moments where you can get something that swings the game. Because what you couldn't do right there is you had an opportunity to really easily finish off this small boar with your archer with a multi-shot. If you had just kind of kept doing the multi-shot rapid shot combo and set yourself up to have the stun chance with the rapid shot combo when the Mama's exhausted. And that way you're getting lots of turns with your archer. You lost out on a lot of value using your archer during that exhaust window because she was exhausted, and you didn't really gain much by just putting the Mama board down 300 health. Because it wasn't like an impactful 300 health. It didn't trigger any effect. It didn't kill anything. Those are what you're kind of looking to use bursts for, is to trigger things, make something happen that needs to happen. And you're willing to take a loss on the back end to make that happen. And typically, right now, as I said before, you're looking at a kill to be that thing. Let's turn the chat box back on. All right. Worm wants to look them up in ADFK. I can give you the IDs. Yeah, just give me 1 second. All right, so here is the priest. Here's the archer. Oh, it's an old archer. I understand. This is one of your babies. It's from Sarandale. I mean, the health is really good. I think if you ran it in a double archer comp with equivalently leveled heroes or 19s, that archer would be good. But 20 is kind of in a hard spot for heroes right now because you don't get a lot of gain past 15 because of the way the skill point system works. You need to get to 25 before you can choose an ultimate, and obviously 25 is not available yet. It's a PJ too. It is in fact a PJ hero. A lot of agi and strength, right? It's got a good spread. It's just this dex is too low. I mean, the vit is really good. Like, this is going to be good, like, especially in 10 levels from now. Once you start getting the real stacking benefits on that in health, this is going to be really hard to kill. I think you just need to focus your dexterity up on, like, all of your level ups. And throw luck on that secondary once we get that to level 30 coming out. And, of course, you know, pet combat bonuses could be coming at some point in the near future. You got a really good pet on this guy. I can't see what it does. So, like, I'm not saying this hero is useless. I shouldn't be interpreted to say that. I'm just saying I think it's costing a lot in terms of boar strength. Like, you're getting really strong boars out of it against these two really great heroes. You have really great heroes in this priest and this knight. And, I mean, this archer is level 20. You don't really need experience with it. So, there's food for thought. Another fun thing you could do with this archer is to, you know, pair it with, like, a... What would I think here? 20. If you were to do like a 12 warrior or knight, you're looking at a 32 average level. Maybe an 11 warrior or knight, and then a 1. Yeah, a 1. Just a level 1 whatever in there. And then you're playing with an average level 11 set of boars. That might be something that works out. Oops, meant to refresh that one. Let's back. No, it doesn't work. Let me fix this up again. I'm sorry, team. I really want to give this guy a fair shake. On strategy specifically, right? So let's see what he's running build-wise. I like your archer build. I think it's good. Yeah, the extra battle ready. Barrage, I think, is like a good spread damage ability. What I prefer to do is instead of leading with Barrage, if I'm not doing like a triple archer comp, then like obviously just go wild with Barrage. But if I'm not doing triple archer, if I'm doing like a traditional setup like this, I will do like the multi-shot rapid shot, and then maybe I'll use Barrage then. You know? I think that's a pretty good time for it. Because then you can kind of, it's like a good placeholder, is really you want to use multi-shot when Mama Boar starts charging. That way you're using rapid shot when after the charge goes off, trying to get that daze, so you just have a ton of turns in a row to really close that gap and kill both of these boars during that opportunity window. That window of opportunity. Yeah, like this, right now you're looking great. You're set up well, you have a nuzzle out. What I would do now, if I were playing this, I would focus the middle board down and draw out that front nuzzle, since you don't have a taunt. Stun is huge. I mean, that gives you so many extra turns. I really like that. That's weird. Should have been stunned. Wait, hold on. Hold on, what just happened there? Successfully stunned. Wait a second, this is whack. Successfully stunned. Did we just find a bug? Successfully stunned for a turn. Then baby boar goes. Perform repeating fire. Wait, hold on. Hold on, what turn was this successfully performed a stun? Shit. The thing moving up kills me. Ah! I'm losing it. But it didn't do damage, said Maddie. Oh, maybe you saw something I didn't. I didn't see that it didn't do damage, but I mean, I'm not saying I saw otherwise. I just didn't see what happened. That's why I was trying to look. Successfully stunned at 24. Baby boar performs a turn at 25. Repeating shot at 26. 27. Weird. Yeah, I think that's just a visual bug, like Maddie said. That probably is the stun. That's so odd. Okay, that tripped me out. Visual bug, I think, in the stun. Because, yeah, like, if Maddie's right and it didn't do damage, I didn't see an attack in the battle logs. The stuns are very interesting. Sorry for the silence. I'm just rewatching this. Because you get that stun, that's really good. It gives you the time really to draw out another nuzzle and still be fine for the wild charge since you don't have... Was I stunned by the stun? You are the Colossus of Clout, KP. You know I was stunned by the stun. I was not stunned by the Sun God Avatar Dreamer, though. What's up with that? See, like, this guy is primed. You can just get him to one-shot the front bore. Sure, your knight's taunted. And I think you use that turn well. You stun Mama. That's like an optimal outcome from it. Really. You're delaying the wild charge from a turn. For a turn. Or round, I should say. So you get an extra turn to set up your burst window for these little guys. Really good. Middle bore. Fake stun turn. No, wait, but he does wild charge. Does no damage. That's really weird. Freaks me out. Doesn't even like hit though. Yeah, see, I don't. That's where I think you made a mistake. Right there is using that repeating shot on the Mama Boar. I think just really either use your archer's multi shot on the front or middle bores. Try to get the middle bore as close to half as possible. Even that I think would be a really good choice here, especially with how the wild charge timing ended up. Having the middle bore at pretty much half and your archer able to attack right now, you would be in such an advantageous position because you would kill that front bore with your archer. And or with your knight, and you'd have extra attacks right now on the middle bore before the charge. Unfortunate crit. That's RNG. Can't really do much about that one, to be honest with you. 600 damage. I mean that is again the effect of the archer being such a high level compared to the priest and knight, and the fact that you are playing with a what is it again, 53 average level. When 52 is the cutoff for, or 51 is the cutoff for 17. Yeah, so you're not playing with a 54 average level, which would give you 18 each. And so that I think that damage on your priest you're seeing there is the result of that level disparity. So yeah, the repeating shot I think was a mistake, and then I just think you need to retool this comp. I think this comp is just not a good match. I think your archer needs to be with either closely approximate heroes in level, or with like one hero much lower and then one very much lower, so that the average level of the enemies is equivalent with your middle hero, and your archer can just beast as a really strong, oversized character in that fight. And then I think with your priest and your knight, if you could even find a level 15, I think with a level 15 archer that had even just decent dex and health, this is a very different fight because of that level disparity and how the average level of the boars would be, like, even with the knight, which is good. I like having it even with my tank. And then, your healer would be a little bit over at 17, which would be helpful for avoiding those crits, like what killed her. And even though your damage will be a little bit lower, that's okay, I think. That's okay. So yeah. Dick Whiskey, thank you, Sarge, for putting me in touch with him. I will try to get that commentary clipped and sent to you ASAP. I'm sorry for my hostile words towards the archer in the beginning. She didn't really deserve it. It's just that team comp was, I think, not an optimal mix. I just think you're not putting your pieces on the board in a way that makes your pieces stand out. And you could be, with just some minor tweaks, you can get a lot more value out of both the archer and those two, the priest and the knight. Speaking of, cheesy tactics and such, this is what I've been doing every day as I take my Galf. Let's just run it back, the exact comp I told you I was thinking about for the Bad Mothercluckers. We got Ingrid Deepfang, just leveled to 11. She's 37 luck. My best luck archer has a greater fortune stone And I've overinvested by a lot in getting this luck growth up. Look at how dumb that is. 47%, 31%. It's taken a lot. Dreamer has big decks. Good call. Good call, Dr. J. Worm, you're right about the decks for the archer. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's just had a bit too much of the like spread. Like you need to really focus that one point now that you've got a good vit on it on all like your next 10 level ups at least. Just your first primary should be decks on that archer, and then it'll probably turn around significantly, I think. So yeah, we get those two stampotted, and that gives me that gives me level 30. And then if I just throw in a level 6, do I have a level 6 priest? That would just be too much. I do have one. Not a great one either, so perfect to test it with. Let me see what Jamie's looking like, though. We love Jamies in this house, mostly because I have friends named Jamie. Oh, Kaithes. Oh yeah, Kaithes was someone with a greater insight. Look at this, level 4, 29 whiz. Love it. Alright, which one of you is less bad for your level? I think the choice is clear. Oops, wrong thing there. Forgot to pick the other two guys. I think I put my archer in the back. And then drop priest in the middle, because honestly I expect it to die. It's just there to fill body space and lower my enemy's level. So yeah, this is the comp I was thinking about bringing in to the next one. Obviously I'm probably going to change my mind multiple times between now and then. But can't hurt to just give it a shot. Blessing of Might is pretty good for... I think we'll go circle just in case. Not like it's going to matter. I don't think. So yeah. I think, honestly, one small stone, right? If you have a high luck archer leveled for it, and you can one-shot both of the baby birds, that seems kind of busted for the next one. So much so that I think, I'm speculating that the hidden mechanic, it will be a way to kind of punish us for killing both of the baby birds at the same time. Like, Mama gets super pissed if both babies are dead, but if one's dead, she's like, alright, I'll lay another egg, no problem. But maybe she gets, like, lonely or something and, like, just goes on a tear. You know, I could see that happening. Nice crit there on that first one. Hitting for 108 on a non-crit. This is a level 11 archer. Skiller is the one who really, he peer pressured me into trying it out, and now I can't turn back. Like I wanna just go broke. I wanna go bankrupt buying greater fortune stones and crystals and just dropping them on archers because it's just so fun. Crit heal in response. But a big miss there. This guy's gonna get a nuzzle now. Ooh. Taunted to the backboard. Cool. We like this. Because with nuzzle coming out, we're just gonna do silly with this priest. Skiller knows what he's talking about with luck, says Dags. Just a reminder for who Dags is. This is Dags!
Super nerdy, super awesome.
My name's Sergeant. I've been battle tested.
We really like to roll on the ground with sweaty dudes and stretch each other out.
I get hands.
Fighting like grown-ups.
I'm gonna beat them all. I'm gonna take on Grandma.
Smack you around, I'm gonna do it.
Just for your reminder who Dags is. I love that video. I think that one might be on my permanent soundboard. I just removed a bunch from the board because I'm like, I don't want to use you anymore. next week, ladies and gentlemen, I am doing my Vizzy giveaway. For those of you who have stuck around to the end, you will all get to hear that next week I am giving away a bloater suit Vizzy, head and body, to the person who leaves the best Chuck Norris joke for me to use as a Chuck Grady joke on X in the comments, not the live stream, but in the comments section of this video after it is finished. I'm going to read them all on next week's stream, and I will be selecting the one that I like the best, and it's going to be the winner. So for anyone who wants a bloater Vizzy, that's how you are going to participate. That's how we're doing it this month. Remember, I am giving away one Vizzy every month till December 2025, just to demonstrate to you, community, and to, you know, others, anyone else who cares to ask, oh, fuck, that crit. Not a big deal, though, I don't think, because we got the baby down. But I am giving away a Vizzy at the end of every month on stream. And so for this next one, I want to hear what you have to say about Chuck Grady, because I'm really enjoying those tweets. I really think they are more funny than they should be, which makes me excited to keep doing them. And yeah, I want to take your work and let you do the work for me, community. So hit me with your best Chuck Grady joke in the comments of this video, and next week I will pick my favorite and give out a bloater Vizzy set. So yeah, I mean, even despite that unfortunate crit on my archer, who is I think equivalently leveled with the boars. Let me just confirm that real quick. No, one level below the boars. Even with that, this is looking like a pretty... I feel like I have a pretty good level disparity here that I'll be able to test out the mechanics of the new hunt. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And if the team doesn't want me doing that, let me know, because, you know, you guys may or may not watch this stream. I don't think you do, but that's just to keep my ego in check. And if people think that's bad for the game, just let me know and I might stop. But for now, I'm just going to keep experimenting in the best way I know how, which is by manipulating the levels and using that to gain information that I can use to then beat the puzzle with other more normal sets of heroes. Because look at that, it's pretty easy. Shapey's good. Love Galforn, my favorite dude. Just a reminder, everyone, that this Friday is the Mythic Squad Void Hunt Tournament playoffs. The first round is going to be Brutish plus Devoid in the round of 11. Just the race to the finish between Dags, Dr. J, Caracat. Who else was in it? It was Dags, Dr. J, Caracat, Winston Jazz Hands, and Zion. So all of those guys are going to have to do the race. Nice, I got a voice shard. For the ROE 1 spot and ROE 2 spot here in the quarterfinals. Say their names: Lorray, O'Cool, Umfreak, Danimal, Sir Worm, and Winston F11. All made it through the tournament without a single death, as I mentioned before. So they got a bye. They don't have to participate in the great race. You know? Yeah. Oh, and Renpen is calling out the Goose Trivia. Yeah, I did mention that earlier. Friday 23rd. I think 7 p.m. Central, which I'm pretty 90% confident is 5 p.m. Pacific time. And Renpen, just to clarify, I think I like what you have there, but it's got to be in the comments of the video, the comments section, not the live chat. So like that'll open up once I stop streaming. And I'm doing that for the same reason all of the other DFK people have been doing weird stuff like that. You know, you got the jewelers doing giveaways at every set of 100 subscribers. You got the jewelers again. Wait. You got Sergeant McFilthy doing short videos, trying to get comments. I'm just trying to get my word out, trying to get the algorithm to love me a little more. And this is my cheap, underhanded way of doing it, is a Vizzy giveaway. Yes, well, no, Sarge isn't giving away anything, but he's doing those short videos on a weekly basis with a regular time frame that are so short that I have to rewatch them several times. It's very good. I end up leaving multiple comments. I fall for it. He gets me. I'm the sucker. I'm the engagement sucker. He's got me. Oh well. Whatevs. You know, all I can really say about that is baby. You know, Sergeant, despite what he may say, he actually is a smart guy. And once again, on the Mythic Squad Void Hunt tournament, that's right. It gets me so excited. All right. Should I stop?
And I mean, I had unlimited,
The Mythic Squad, the People's Guild. A passion for making monsters. Can't be killed.
Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil does.
And just one more time for good measure, because I really like this video, and it was a lot of effort making the animated heads move around, especially in the part where there's 3 Phil Russells and therefore 3 Sergeant Filthies. This is Dags.
Super nerdy, super awesome.
My name's
Sergeant.
I've been battle tested.
We really like to roll on the ground with sweaty dudes and stretch each other out.
Gotta get the hammies.
We're fighting like grown-ups.
I'm gonna beat them all. I'm gonna take on Grandma.
Smack you around, I'm gonna do it.
I love that. I love that one so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so good.
But the pot is getting a lot sweeter.
I forgot to mention
and
the pot for this one, about 1,200 Jewel for the champion, in addition to the 500 that they won from just beating the affixes on account of Frisky. Shout out once again to him. I will just show the amount here. Oh, actually, sorry, it was 1,200 before Frisky added his 500 additional to the champion's purse. I forgot about that. So it's actually 1,751. And after the tournament, when I finally have this stress off my mind, which was much more stressful than I thought it would be, I am going to get out, finally, the awards that I gave away on the spin wheel. None of that stuff has been touched. It's all still here. I just had a panic attack for a second. Holy shit. Ugh. It's all still here. All right, ladies and gents? All still here. And so I'm just going to send that all out after the tournament is done. And yeah, thank you all for sticking around. Once again, if you want to try to win a bloater suit and bloater hat Vizzy, leave a comment after this video is done of your favorite Chuck Grady joke. And the winner, my favorite, that I pick on stream next week, live, will be the winner. And I'll also, potentially give stuff away to runners-up as well. And before I go, I can't do it on this account, but before I go, I do want to, hit up the Vizzy shop. Check this out. What's going on here? Oh no. I'm short on funds. Wait, do I have any more ETH left on this account? Just a little bit, but not very much. We'll see how much it gets me. $10 is not enough. We'll just do that much though. Anyway, I have to just add a little bit more ETH for Vizzies into here. And then I want $15 more. Excuse me. $15 gets you 67.0379 Joule these days. Or wait, I don't know if it works backwards. 66.6262 Joule is what it gets you. 67 Joule will get you $50. $15. That difference, ladies and gentlemen, is called what trade room? The bid-ask spread. That's right. That's right. No, I am going to get my pink shit right now because I do need the pink Power Ranger. I wore the Tough Guys Wear Pink shirt. I was that asshole. Look, I'm wearing the Just Jewel It shirt. You think I won't wear any asshole-ish shirt? I will. I absolutely will. I love t-shirts. The dumber the better. Frankly. Like, the pinnacle of great shirts are, I did event and all I got was this stupid shirt. Brilliant. Alright. So yeah. X3 of each of these suit and mask. And with that Vizzy purchase, I will once again remind you to leave a comment for the Vizzies. Favorite Chuck Grady joke. And with that, Sticks Intern, out.
Mythic swag, people's gear. A passion for making monsters. Can't be killed.
This is Jax.
Super nerdy, super awesome.
My name's Sergeant. I've been battle tested.
We really like to roll on the ground with sweaty dudes and stretch each other out.
Gotta get some hands.
We'll fight like grown-ups.
I'm gonna beat them all. I'm gonna take on Grandma.
Smack you around.